Aha. Aha, takže English.
How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end. Welcome to Biomutant.
No, dobře. No, tohle jsem hledal. To má být to. Asi tak. Co to je?
Encode your DNA.
Aha.
Define your genetic structure. Choose a genetic resilience.
Cože? Ne, tak teď nebude dělat dobře. ale jenom asi takhle.
Choose your first style.
Že?
Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a class.
Cože?
Commando.
Komando.
Deadeye. Commando. Psyfreak.
Čaroděj.
Saboteur. Sentinel. Psyfreak. Commando. Deadeye.
To se mi líbí.
Deadeye chosen.
Takhle.
Good choice. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads, but for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Power, freedom and loyalty. Dog red is my color.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. Your inner voice, to be precise. An echo of the balance and consequence of...
So glad you realize who you really are. Let's keep to the bright and better path moving on.
No tak já nevím.
You can't contradict yourself like that. You made the right choice.
Because you can't deny what's deep within your heart.
But remember, this is just the beginning of the end. Eventually, it'll be my way or the highway.
Aha.
Guess left can be right sometimes.
Co to?
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family, or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
Yeah.
You'd better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
Itchy trigger finger.
Cut that one down. Wow.
Dělátko.
The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Oh.
Now that's a flesh wound.
What it like?
Sharp steel.
Jo. Ty budu se dostat. Au! Padni na kolena, řekni, že mě miluješ. No. Ježiš, tam toho je. Počkej na to. Co to na mapu?
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
Jump.
Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Wow!
Ew!
Crackadoo! Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in...
Oh. Bylo složitý.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and, without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire... The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count.
To ještě budou všechny postavy složitý. Sakra je.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
Kryš samohozí.
The last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. You should be able to use that. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds... He presents himself as out... He doesn't... There have been rumors of a one-eyed... The legend of the one-eyed child that grew... The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. It's a scar you're covering under that eye patch, isn't it? But he would have read... It was after the attack.
Co to je?
Asks if you are tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Mooma... Sound... The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life.
Počkej, kam mě to jako vede? No.
You found one. You should be... The Nono's key energy... Only You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. You handle that net like you've never done. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of... Oh, it'll...
Čokry se bubře, elvy si bívré. Já můžu běhat?
Now that... One day, the land won't be as peaceful. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Mooma comes looking for you. You did good here today. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single... The tree started to die when the end of days... Records tell of the ruinous devastation. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says it... He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the... Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Dík, dědo. Tady jednonohej, dobře krysa. Už nevypadáš jako Elvis. Tak tě péro.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see.
Je to pochcel? Asi jo, jsem si tou značkou. Fastrava, jasně.
Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out of Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the world eaters. He worries there won't be much left to... He doesn't know... Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your...
Jasná věc. Ty divnou věci.
That's a spark of light in you!
Co tady děláš ty? I like the light.
That's right. Smack that spark out before it starts.
You don't have to be so harsh.
Take it out now while it's...
There's always another spark.
There's out of date again. He must have missed something important.
Ty jak se vyšpal po tom laně s tím muzikem.
Out of date knows you'll make a... Regardless of who you choose, it won't be... The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction, to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of date says someone needs to break... He believes the tribe Sifus, Jagni especially, will listen to you and expect... Regardless, you'll meet...
No, tak jsem se mohl někam pohnout, ne? Je to? Je to. Asi oboje. Nejdřív tohle.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
Už mě nech žít, sakra.
It's a bridge. Just get over it. Carving it up. The deep cut. Watch out for you.
Biomutant.
They've destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tri-war began. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war, or part of the problem.
Churi.
Let's see. Says they're wary of strangers. Wonders what...
Lesich.
Zada ide mój do tloho. Kariesne zdace. Paro, ja put i
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew. He welcomes you to the Jagni fort and introduces himself as the news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 preceded you. The wall that separates them from the other side, the way... He understands. There's something about your spirit that sparks... Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping...